This is Dean DeCosta, and today we're talking a tool, been around just a little bit. I actually did an original video on it that was going to get posted, but I decided to redo it because this particular um, tool can do so much. And we're only going to talk about it as it relates to what it can do outside of Google Sheets and Block Springs. So it's called Clearbit Connect. Clearbit Connect sits there and sits here. It's touted as a replacement for Reportive. Most of you know Reportive, good tool. You put in a bunch of emails, highlight them, it would tell you which one was right. Got bought by LinkedIn and now only works with LinkedIn emails, meaning the email you sign up for LinkedIn with. However, that's not the case for Clearbit Connect. So as you can see, I'm in my Gmail. Got an email from a Misao, and as you can see, this is what Clearbit Connect does. It brings me their information, brings me company, location, Facebook, LinkedIn, and then even brings me company information, which is really, really, really cool. Great, great, great tool. Um, but that's not all. In addition to that, and in addition to that, you have the capability to go up here and push this and push find email. And this is where things get really, 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 really cool. In that, as an example, I already typed in apple.com and look at all the people at Apple it found. Now let's say I decide I want to narrow it down to only people with the iOS in their job title. We wait a minute or two and it goes ahead and spins and does its thing and does its searching and goes and goes. And what it's going to do is it's going to bring back people who are work for Apple and have iOS in their job title. Not only that, but it's going to tell us what their email addresses is. It's going to give us a link to LinkedIn and all sorts of neat stuff. Now, obviously, if this particular person, meaning, worked at Apple, they would pop up. As you can see here, here we go. All these iOS developers. Now let's look at one. Let's just look at this one, Robert LaCroix. So I'm opening up Robert LaCroix, and it's actually going out there and finding info on him. Now remember, we've already shown you how it will bring information about someone who emails you. You already can see how you could stick email addresses into an email and it would tell you which one's the right email. Now what we're doing is we're using it as a sourcing tool and taking it one step better. We've already looked into Apple. We've already looked for iOS people. We got Robert LaCroix, and look at that. There's his email. That's his work email. And by the way, in case you haven't noticed, look at the side up here. Although it's not highlighted, there's his information. There's where he's located. There's his own site. Oh, and his LinkedIn and Facebook sites as well. I mean, you can't get much better than that. That's how good this particular tool is, and all the things that it's capable of doing just to make your life easier and better. I mean, it's just an incredible amount of information stuff that it's able to do. Now, as you notice, I don't have anything in my inbox, and that's what's another thing that's so cool about it. This particular email came from my one of my folders that I created, and it's still working and bringing info. So not only does it work in your inbox, it works in any other boxes that you have. Just a really cool tool that does a lot for you. And remember, I said this is just what it does in Gmail. It also has a Google Sheets add-on, which can allow you to take email addresses and it'll find information for you. Basically, it'll find all their social information for you. It also has a BlockSpring API, which will do very similar things. So, I mean, this tool can do just so much that it's pathetic. I'm going to actually open up and just to give you an idea of some of the things that it can do. So, we're going to go into BlockSpring. BlockSpring is a tool that makes it simple to use APIs from different APIs from different groups. Like here's Clearbit. Now this is separate from Clearbit Connect, but still connected. Create lead profile, enrich email. You put an email, it finds everything on it. Enrich company list. It can also go out there and discover company autocompletes, company searches, logos, find company domains, find the person's email address. Just so much information. That's just what it can do in BlockSpring. Now, if I was to get out of BlockSpring and go into the Google Sheets to show you what Google Sheets capabilities are for it, because it has its own Google Sheets add-on, it can do even more. Now, this is becoming a much longer video than originally, but that's because this tool just does so much more than what people realize. So we're going to open up a blank Google Sheet just so you can see the capabilities that Clearbit can do outside of Gmail and outside of BlockSpring just on its own in a Google Sheet. So we're going to open it up, and there's Clearbit right there. We're going to open it, and we're going to let it basically, kind of show you what it can do. As you can see, it's opening it up. It's got Clearbit on the right. And basically what it does is you can you're in the discovery mode. You can go by location, employee, technologies used, industry, job title, whatever you want. Once you've done that, you can prospect, which means it will find people for you, and then you can enrich the people it finds. So it's like a one-stop shop. Really cool tool. I mean, discovery, find the people, find information, more information about the people, enrich that information. Think of it as levels. I mean, just find names of people who work at a company that in a particular job, or find a company. Think of it this way: find a company, find the people who work at the company, or email addresses of people who work at the company, find out what those people actually do. That's the best way to look at it. It's just such an incredible tool. So I bring it up because it's not just one tool, it's a suite of tools, and they all work together. This is a simplistic version. Mainly I'm a concern myself with the Gmail, but I thought it was important you knew about those other things. This is Dean DaCosta, and this is Clearbit Connect.